Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now this is one of my galactic download readings. Now I haven't done, and I'm not going to do, a reading for the Jupiter Saturn Conjunction. Mainly because it's such a big thing. And my style of reading is a little more is a little more specific, at least I like to think it is. So with the Jupiter Saturn conjunction, just thinking, even on the most basic level, the smallest level, never mind this mutation into air, and like a culmination and re-beginning of an 800-year cycle or of a 200-year cycle, it's still a 20-year cycle. So the changes that will announce are a big thing. And they're a long-term thing. Now, you've seen a show with myself and David Fischer, the astrologer, discussing, what was it we called it, 2020 season finale, looking at the solar eclipse that just went yesterday, to the conjunction itself, but smack bang in the middle of this, the Sun conjuncts the Galactic Centre. Now, the way I'm seeing this is the eclipse is certainly helping to reveal things and to literally eclipse things, get them out of the way. And so this particular galactic download, I mean, it happens this time every year. The Sun at 27 degrees Sagittarius something. It happens with a regularity, but with it being so tight in between the total, and I emphasize total, solar eclipse and the Jupiter Saturn conjunction, mutation into air, and all the other things that we discussed on the show, oh, link in the description down below just in case, then this download promises to be a good one, setting us up, one would hope, if one can receive the energies. And I'm not saying anybody can't, it's just some people may be a little more attuned than others. But the energies will find a way, as they always do. Energy is like water, it will find its way. And that's completely thrown me from what I was going to say. Yeah, right, that's it. Setting us up for the huge thing of this conjunction, of the great conjunction that's coming up. And now that is a more now thing. That is something that, even though I'm using oracle cards more than the tarot, that is something that we can look at that matches the lifespan of a YouTube video on this subject. Because the Jupiter Saturn conjunction, yeah, I don't think people are still going to be watching it in 2 months' time, never mind 19 years' time, as they come to the end of the effect of it. So this one is a lot more here and now. So as ever, there is links in the description below, as I said, for the 2020 season finale video that I did with David, for the Lunar Eclipse playlist. Your monthly playlist will be on the channel page. Is there any more videos I need to add to the description? Obviously, I haven't written it yet. I can't think so, but if I think of anything else, I'll put it down there. And there is the link to the Facebook page for this channel, as ever. Come and join the fun. I post these videos. I post the astrology weather forecast type videos that I'm watching. Not always on time, but then, you know, I watch it, then I post it. Or I watch it on my mobile phone, then get to my computer and post it, because for some reason I can't post it through my phone. Go figure. As ever, please do comment down below if the reading is appropriate to you, because I like to know that these readings, how can I put it, that they get home, that they get to wherever they are supposed to be. Because I do not imagine in the slightest that when I read for a zodiac sign, I'm reading for 1/12 of the population. It's for whoever sees it and whoever it's useful for. As ever, general reading rules apply. Roles can get reversed if another person appears in the reading, although with the spread that I'm planning, I don't think that'll happen. Timing is far from absolute, but as I've just discussed, the effect should be a little more now on the back of the eclipse, well, both eclipses. Oh yeah, solar eclipse listing down below. Never mind the lunar one, although that'll be there as well. But these are it's a beautiful energetic process, and it's getting towards the end of the year. We are getting out of 2020, and the 21st of December, the solstice. So we're going into a new astrological year. Can't wait, to be honest. So yeah, comment down below. Obviously, I'm a YouTuber. Please subscribe. Please like the video if you do like the video, and if you don't, tell me why. You know, put it in the comments. Be nice, obviously, because I will delete any nasty comments or spam comments, which I seem to get a lot of. So if you see any ones with like a time signature and going, oh, I really like you, or whatever it is that they're putting at the minute, then I haven't got around to deleting the spam yet, and YouTube hasn't caught it up. Right, so the reading is for the sign in the title. It's a bulk introduction. There will be a timestamp, as ever, in the description, so that you can watch your sun, your moon, and your rising. Probably not in that order. Sun, rising, moon, I would go. But with all this moon energy with the eclipses, the moon one is just, I think, just as important this time. Okay, let's bring up your cards. Okay, Pisces, we're off to a good start. We start with the full moon card from the Queen of the Moon Oracle, Power, which is a card that talks about stepping into the fullness of you. Now, this is quite a complicated message that I'm seeing here compared with some of the other readings from this. You need to be firing on all cylinders. You need to be stepping into that full you-ness, you know, to present it to the world, because that very action of being as much you as you can be is taking you here to a better place. However, I do feel that there is something here where you are being called to act in concert with somebody. It's you come into your full you-ness, you know, just don't hide your talent under a bush, or your skill, or your knowledge, or your generous spirit, or your helpful spirit, or whatever it is. Do not hide these things away. Let your freak flag fly, so to speak, but in a very positive way. And if your skills are freaky, oh well, show them to the world, because there is a benefit in that. It takes you to a better place. But you are in a time right now where all these three cards are saying much the same sort of thing. That you can gain this perspective and the, I hate this term, but spiritual height to be working in accordance to the will of spirit, or the will of God, or the divine will, or the will of your higher self, or the will of your heart, however you visualize it. We have the flying card, which says gaining that perspective and gaining your wings, much like a fairy or an angel gains their wings, by performing magic, by working in accordance to divine will. Therefore, the obstacles are melted away. Therefore, what you are trying to accomplish has a far greater chance of succeeding, because it is in line with divine will. You are going to be advised during this time. This, I mean, no surprise, Pisces, you're a spooky bunch, I know, being a Pisces. And we've got the hearing messages from Spirit. I am a clear channel for messages from Spirit, and this is your empire. This is where you can excel, Pisces. You've been around the whole zodiac, you know how to read these things by now. And then finally we have Gabriel, Angel of Heralds. As you know, Gabriel granted the Annunciation. Gabriel is, well, I think I want to read, because if I remember correctly, there's a beautiful passage in the book, let me just find, that sums this up beautifully. Right. The guardian that stands beside the gateway between Angelarium and the rest of existence, Gabriel's lantern points into the seething darkness. Its light breaks open the unknown and banishes doubt. There is certainty in this light. It fills you. This angel issues no command. It doesn't need to. Shine, little light, shine. The impetus for action burns in you. In fact, you burn in it. Fueling this light. Suddenly you burst forth, blazing the way, piercing the dark, leaving change in your wake. There is light everywhere you tread. You are the light of Gabriel's lantern. The might of this angel does not command you, it aims you. And that's the feeling that I'm getting from all of this, the flying, the hearing messages from spirit, which is going to be your empire. Gabriel aiming you, but aiming you through something that you are going to find difficult. 9 of Swords. You know, there's, but you have a loyal friend here. Notice the wolf just sat behind the cloaked guy. That is his loyal companion throughout this deck. In fact, oh, it might even be a her. But there's wolves on all of the Swords cards. Now, there's dangers. Do not let pride get in your way. And Epimetheus, clarified by the 2 of Swords. Epimetheus has gained a reputation for not being the most forward-thinking of beings. His gift was to give gifts to all the beings of creation, and by the time he got to mankind, he'd run out because he didn't plan himself properly. He accepted the gift of Pandora from Pandora, of the box, you know, that box. So he doesn't think things through. And I think now you do need to think things through, but this is why you are being called, because like I say, there's the presence of the ally here in the two of Swords, here in the 9 of Swords, the wolf in the background again on the 2 of Swords. There is the ally, there is somebody who can guide you, like this ferryman on this particular card, whose crown chakra, or possibly the one above the crown, what do you call it, soul star or something, that one that's about a foot to 16 inches above the head, fully activated. There's that wisdom coming in. There's, now you are supposed to be hearing this wisdom as well, as we can see from these 3 cards. But it doesn't harm to have someone who's a little bit more incarnate to be working with you, just to, because if you are so busy being you and shining at the brightest, that's something that you're concentrating on. And somebody else might be going, yeah, why don't we just shine in this direction, because you realise you're shining at a brick wall there. You know, so that they'll be able to see things that you can't. So there's also with the Ace of Cups with 2 flowers on the top of it. So might be a love thing, might be really positive on the love thing. But I'm thinking more that this is working in concert with someone. Now, this in concert with could be with spirit, but I'm feeling it's more incarnate than that. It's more that you are bringing your you-ness to a collaboration with someone. Now, if I was to speak, let's talk about it in terms of celebrity, because it's a nice easy analogue. And no, I don't mean celebrity as, I mean, I do mean celebrity for the analogue, but not for your reading. But you are the product here. This person that you're working with, they are working with you, helping you shine your you-ness into the world, helping you be the light from Gabriel's lantern. They are performing that advisory role that is just helping you see those things that you wouldn't necessarily have paid attention to because you're too busy concentrating, you're too busy balancing on the uneven rocks, You're too busy expressing all of your power as much as you possibly could. Oh, that didn't do the camera very good, did it? It's and they provide that guidance. Come on, camera, you can come back now. No, I'm still the droid you're looking for, it apparently. Come on. No, oh well. You'll have to put up with blurry me. They are there to provide the role of Prometheus, of forethought, of planning, of being aware of a few things that you're not necessarily aware of, enabling you to become the Empire. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus now. Come on there, you can do it. No, I'm still fuzzy. You'll have to put up with fuzzy me. But that's pretty much the message. The other thing I want to point out is this Ace of Swords. Absolutely beautiful clarity coming once you are being the full possible you, aligned with spirit, God, heart, whatever. It sounds dismissive when I say whatever, but I do mean a highly sacred experience. But it's with that introduction of another person, that introduction of the collaborator, the one who is helping push you forward, that this win-win outcome is forecast. And that's the one card that I hadn't actually discussed here. A win-win outcome is forecast. Let's see if I can get... Come on, camera. Let's see if you'll do it. Give me a moment of clarity. Because I have the Ace of Swords here, I need clarity. But again, look, there's the wolf. But the wolf is in action. So there's that sense of working with somebody for them helping you be the product. And the reason I said celebrity, because I wandered off the point there, it's, yes, you are the product. It's you and your agent. You know, there's your agent is the one that will give you your advice, but you end up being the product. You are the one whose light is shining across the world. Ooh, without using that analogy in terms of celebrity is not comfortable, but you know, you get the general gist. This is a really, really good setup. Now, if you think about it, your sign is semi-sextile to the conjunction. But for Sagittarius, so Aquarius and square to the Galactic Centre. Ooh. But squares provide tension for which creative solutions are demanded. And I'm going to say demanded here. Because you can get out of the tension of a square with a creative solution. Here, the creative solution is most definitely demanded. It's not necessarily an easy path with this Nine of Swords, but also with this Nine of Swords, there's that sense of rebirth, and there's sense of nearly at the end of some form of torment, some form of inner torment. So to get rid of that inner torment, because they're all pointing at one another, that's why I get the inner from. And my camera really has given up the ghost, but this is my 12th reading today. So you can still shine your light as much as you indulge yourself in inner torment, as Pisces is wont to do. But take the advice. Listen to the synchronicities and take the advice of your collaborator, because they can see things that you can't. So don't let pride get in your way. Time for you to shine, and shine brightly. Okay, so there you go. That's setting you up for the Saturn-Pluto conjunction. Lovely, isn't it? I will speak to you soon, Pisces. Cheers.